All right, hello, welcome. As a society and as a country, we're going through and we're living through a collapse. The AFL, it's not a sports league anymore. It's not even remotely close to a sports league anymore. It's a high stakes, just real estate firm that will use human beings as their as flashy, hood ornaments, if you will. And this week, especially this week, it's been insane, and I'm loving every bit of it. I'm loving absolutely every bit of it, and I'm just gonna get straight into my favorite story. This may be my favorite story of all time in any sport and in anything ever. And if you haven't heard this, you must be living under a rock because it's everywhere. It's the Collingwood will controversy. Now, for people who don't know AFL, Collingwood are like the biggest club in the AFL by not by a mile, but they're pretty up there. They're the richest club in the AFL, and in being the richest club in the AFL, they obviously do very well off. They've got a lot of members, a lot of loud members, and a lot of passionate, true. You know, they will live and die for this team. And they will literally die for this team. And Collingwood expects their fans to die for their team. That is the bare minimum that they expect over at where the fuck they train now, AIA, whatever the fuck it's called. So they've sent out some letters. They've sent out letters to members, and they've apparently, well, supposedly they've targeted members over the age of 50. And what was in the letter, you ask? Well, was it, hey, thanks for being a member and thanks for, you know, showing up every week and supporting the team and thanks for putting in your money to fund the team? No. It was a formal request for their corpses, pretty much. They basically said, look, you're about 60. We know you're not long for this earth. We've seen your medical records. We have that information. Don't ask how. We know what you've been going through. We know how much you smoke, how much you eat. Why would you leave everything to your grandchildren? They hate you. They can't stand you. They don't want you in their life. They're waiting for you to die. They want you to die so that you can leave their everything to them. But we've been here the whole time. We've never said that. We've always wanted you to stay. Why not give it to us? Give it to us. We need it. We need it more than anyone. We need it. And it doesn't have to be like everything. It can be a small portion, but I think we deserve it more than a lot of other people. Don't you agree? And that's just the most, I think, it's just the most honest thing that anyone has ever done. Any corporation, any business, any club, anything, anyone has ever done. And that's why I love it. I think people are really just blowing this out to proportion because this is what every single club wishes they could do, but they actually don't have the balls to do. Do you understand that? It's incredible. Just a token of, or not a token, but a gesture of just capitalism right there. That is just immaculate, an immaculate display of capitalism. They aren't even waiting for you to die. They don't care. They want your money now. And when you are on the deathbed, when you are on the hospital bed, they're going to be standing there. Darcy Moore's going to be standing right there, and his hand's going to be shaking, and he's got a pen, and he's got a jersey, and he's itching for you to just breathe your last breath, and he's got, I'm going to sign this for you. Just, it's okay. It's for us. It's for the greater good. It's for a premiership. And once you enter that afterlife, you'll have a commemorative pin, a lapel pin, and it's just going to be beautiful. And you'll be Collingwood forever. And, you know, obviously it's been picked up by everybody and everyone's talking about it, but I don't understand why. I don't understand. I think that this is been blown out to proportion a lot, because this is the most honest. This is actually very just. This is the most just thing and honest thing a club has ever done. Everyone wishes they could do it. No one has the balls to. So yeah, you know, I think Collingwood's been really hard done by with this story. They don't deserve any of this. None. Because, you know, all they're trying to do is just, you know, do God's work. Just, you know, God's work is you give money back to the club. It's simple as that. It's not that bad. Would you want to give it to your grandchildren? They hate you. Give it to the club. So anyway, you know, obviously it's been picked up by the news. Here we go. Here's Channel 7 with a friend of the show, Peter Mitchell, massive friend, to tell us why this is so wrong.
Good evening. Collingwood is under fire from its own supporters tonight, with the Magpies accused of preying on their older members. The Pies sent letters to fans aged over 50, including some with life-threatening illnesses, giving them an easy option to rewrite their wills and bequeath money to the club.
There are two certainties in life.
I've heard the word bequeath way too many times in the last a day or two, and I don't want to hear it ever again.
Death and taxes. Collingwood wants to add one more.
Asking to just be part of the club still and leave them in your will when you die.
Paige Cardona's dad is a lifelong Pies supporter. He's also battling leukemia.
My dad's received it and he's battling cancer. There's lots of costs associated with that too, so it feels pretty awful.
Do you know how much it costs to field a team of 23 men? A lot. Okay? A lot. So you got to put up, you know, what's costing more, you know? What in the grand scheme of things, what's really going to cost more? Your beloved dad that's going through a terrible disease, or watching grown men fight over an inflated balloon? What's more important to you? We all know the answer. Come on.
The letter he received instructs him how to amend his will to benefit the club, saying it's easy to make changes so you can include Collingwood.
If there is inheritance there, you would think that would usually fall to, you know, children, partners, you know, family first and foremost, and not a football club that's doing all right for itself.
Lorraine Boating has been a Magpie 77 years and says the club has its claws in members' coffers.
Money, everything is for money, and I like it to come back to how it used to be for the people.
Listen, it's always been like this. I've had enough now. I've had enough of these people, because it's always been like this, guys. It's always been like this, and I don't understand, because you know. Your family, your beloved family that you cherish every single moment with, the club is always more important. You got to understand that. You've got to understand that. So, yeah, I don't understand. I think Collingwood's doing God's work here, and they're actually being honest and just for once in their lives. And I think anyone that doesn't think that, you got to really understand something. Like, at the end of the day, you know, it's football over everything else, obviously, and it always will be. Anyway, that was good. I like that. That's the best story I've ever heard, and I think nothing will ever top that. And I could spend hours talking about that story, but yeah, we'll move on. Unfortunately, I hope something else happens. Anyway, let's go to the State of Origin now. The fallout from the State of Origin has been pretty nothing. I haven't really given any thought to it or any real kind of just analysis to the whole game itself, because it was a bullshit game. Yeah, it's cool to have State of Origin, but no one really cares still. No one cares. It's incredible. Now, the only thing that I actually cared about, right, because, I didn't watch the game, right? It was on Valentine's Day, guys. I didn't watch the game, okay? I was busy. Yeah. Wadering. Jacob Wadering. He's pretty much the load-bearing pillar of Carlton. They are just... If there is no Jacob Wadering, there is no Carlton. That is... It all relies on this one big-eared man. Big man, big ears man. And he got absolutely folded by Georgiades. Absolutely folded. He was in a hospital bed in Perth while the AFL watched. It was like... what's it called? Gladiator, with Joaquin Phoenix. I don't reference the new one because I'm not watching that shit. But, it was really like gladiators fighting for the emperor. You got the executives eating their Crown Perth Wagyu Kobe steaks and watching these grown men play for not even their team but for their state, which is cool, but it doesn't really mean anything, and Wiedering gets poleaxed. And they're loving it. And it's funny to see that we're trying so hard to, I don't know, just extend the year. The AFL year needs to be extended from January to December. They're trying to figure out a way how to make us all talk about this one sport for the whole year forever. And it's a great look. It is a great concept, and everyone, the NRL do it, and it's fucking sick. Like I like it. I love it when the NRL does it. But we've got half of the WA team limping back to their clubs with, my hamstring's sore, I've got calf awareness, my shoulder is, fucked. It's your actual body, their bodies are telling them, guys, what are you doing? You're not supposed to be playing footy properly. It's February. It's hot. This is March, boys. We're gonna start this in March, not February. But it's okay. And let's give another game to have more head trauma just for one more game, just for the fans to be slightly appeased, but don't really give a shit. But it doesn't matter, because you know what happened? Victoria won the Poly Pharma Cup, and that's all that matters. And it will look great. It'll look immaculate right next to Jacob Wiedering's fractured ribs and fractured skull. It'd be perfect. And I'm sure that he would be so happy that he got destroyed just so Victoria could win a cup that no one even knew about until I told you that that's what it's actually called, because no one knew that. Don't lie to yourselves. It's a blood sacrifice. And it always will be. And I will pay money to watch it every year, unfortunately. Now, just quick one on the match sims, because to be honest, who cares? But some different things are happening that I'm not really like. A lot of people are obviously blowing up Dacos moving to the forward line, and different roles. And I saw one fucking post from some St Kilda fan page about the TDK to Naz connection, and he literally just handballed it behind him. So these are the people that watch the match sims. They are troubled individuals. They are ones to put on the watch list. They are ones that you walk by in the street and you see their eyes and you see there's something wrong. There's something not quite right. You don't know what it is, but you know there's something not right. People who meticulously and watch these match sims, just this, I get it, and I understand it could be your job to do it, and you could love footy so much that you'll watch useless match sims, but I can't trust you. I know there's something wrong if you're watching these match sims. But look, St Kilda, they smacked Gold Coast. Essendon smacked Richmond. Carlton beat Brisbane, which is the funniest thing I've ever seen. It's the funniest way to start a year, because I'm gonna have some just great clips of Carlton supporters this year. I can already taste it. I can already feel it. It's happening. I just think that we're really just clutching at straws watching the match sims, because it doesn't. Who gives a fuck if Riley Thilthorpe? I call him Thrillthorpe. Sorry.
Please enter my name, Thrill House.
Thilthorpe kicked 5 goals. If he kicks 5 goals in February, okay. He can kick 5 goals in February, but if he doesn't kick him in September or August, no one gives a shit. It's not gonna matter. No one's gonna care. The Bombers, you look a bit of a different ball move, bit of a different kind of feel with the Bombers this year, guys. It pains me to say this, but I've seen this every single year. This is what happens. This is how they suck you in. It's a new concept here and there, and this team's got a bit of a different wrinkle in it this year. It could be something. It's not. It's the same fucking thing. Essendon's gonna be shit. St Kilda are gonna be mediocre. Don't worry. It doesn't matter that they beat Gold Coast by however many points. It doesn't matter. The shit teams are gonna be shit. The good teams are gonna be good. It's as simple as that. And there's no better team that represents that idea than North Melbourne. North Melbourne, even in the match sims, suck cock badly. Sorry. But they do. They're really, really, really awful. So, look, it was a quick kind of recap. I just want to leave you off with this, guys. If you need help and you need to understand what it really means to leave your favorite team in your will, just let me know. I'll help you. Because it's very important to do that. You need to give them some money because they're struggling, and it's hard to put a list together of 40, 50 odd people, men on the field. It's hard. It costs a lot of money. So yeah, we're gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna be back with something that's I can't even believe this is actually happening, but it's happened, and I'm not sure how. So all right. We'll be back. And welcome back. So as I said before, I don't know how this is even possible, but I do have some callers coming in, and they are coming in hot. My phone lines are lighting up like crazy. So I've had Craig here from Williamstown waiting a long time. Craig, speak.
Obviously the State of Origin was on Saturday, and I'm just on the way home now, mate. It's hot. I've got the ACs pumping, and I just think that the game's gone soft. Wiedering going down. I think that he shouldn't have really gone down there. I think he just wanted a bit of an extended break because he knows that the start of the year is going to be tough for the Blues, and I just don't think he can hack it. And I think if this was the 90s, mate, I think he'd be gone. I think he'd be delisted. And I think that they should really start again at Carlton. If that's your best defender and he's going down in a pissant State of Origin game from a pissant hit, I think you really got to look at yourself in the mirror and think, gee, where are we really at as a club? Yeah, just want to get your thoughts on that one. Thanks, mate.
Yeah, right. Well, that's the take. That's not one I would take that I would say is in the minority for Carlton fans. They are quite on the spectrum in every circumstance and in every measurable aspect. They are sometimes a bit fucked up in the head. But yeah, I think Wiedering. Yeah, why not? Why not take a break? You know, I know he has been cleared, but it's a good try. It's a good try. You know, and yeah, like as I said before, he's the pillar of the club. So losing him would be big, and it would be a big burden for Jacob Wiedering to carrying a fucking club that's as shit as Carlton. Sorry, guys, but it's the truth. And look, did he take a break? Maybe. Does he want to go to Turks and Caicos? Maybe. Does he even know where that is? No, and neither do you. All right, now we've got Mike from Carrum Downs. Mike, speak.
Yeah, hi mate. I just want to say that I think that it's un-Australian that I can't bet on the match sims for the AFL. I've currently got the women's Swedish handball up right now, mate. I've got Tuntoflaud for the win. But I've got the inside mail on Melbourne's team that they've got going. And, mate, I just can't believe I can't bet on the match sims. I think that's just un-Australian. Yeah, I just think that they should really open up the betting line for that. Yeah, just want to get your thoughts on that, mate. Thanks.
Yeah, Mike. Yeah. Well, I think it's probably for the better that you can't bet on match sims. I don't know what a Tutenflauge is. I didn't even know there was Swedish women's handball. So, I think that's the sound of a troubled man. I wouldn't say deranged, just very troubled. Mike, I don't think it'd probably be wise to bet on the match sims because they're not real games, and you know, it's sometimes they're more than like 4 quarters. Sometimes it's shorter quarters. It's not. They're not real games, mate. So, yeah, I think you not being able to bet on it is probably a blessing in disguise. I think I would trust you with my life though in any multi. Don't get me wrong, I trust you, but yeah, I think it's probably for the best for you and for your family that match sims you cannot bet on them. All right, all right. We've got. I actually don't have a name for this one. I've just got a number. Okay. Caller, speak.
They're aligning. KO, Fox Sports, Channel 7. They're currently in a meeting. I'm looking currently at all the executives in a meeting with the heads of Netflix right now. It's all about the control. It's gradual control. No one will ever know. It's free to wear. It's gone. It's going to be gone. Thursday's going to go. Friday, simulcast disappears. The finals analysis goes behind streaming walls. Look at the production credits. Shared camera crews, shared digital assets, cross-promo language shifting from the watch live to stream live and conditioning. It's not going to be an overnight fix. 5 years. Enormous stack subscriptions. You'll need 3 apps to watch one round. Netflix has it all. They want the global play. Documentary pipelines, drive to society models. Do you understand this? I think they see me. Quick, once, narrative. Fuck, hang on.
Okay, that was something that. Yeah. Now, to be honest with you, I was not entirely surprised. I have been saying this. There is something shady about the AFL as we know it. We all know that. If there's ever a way for them to make money, they'll find a way. And unlimited subscription services through Netflix is probably the best way to make money. Yeah, look, I can't say I'm really surprised. I cannot say I'm really surprised by that. I do believe every single word he says, every single word, and I'm sure we'll be hearing from him a lot more because he is someone I'm going to keep a quick eye on. If we can find his details, yep, that'd be great. All right, now we've got there's a new one here, Claire from Brighton. Okay, Claire, speak.
Yeah, hi. I just want to say that I actually think it's a great initiative that the AFL is going going full subscription based. I really hope they do, because I think that, well, most of you wouldn't actually know that the most consumed media is actually through Netflix and subscription-based products. And I would know because I actually work in that field, and I'm actually a social media manager. So I think you guys really just got to understand that this is actually a really good thing, and you'll be much happier when it's all subscription-based. It's much simpler for everybody to see. So yeah, I just think that you guys really need to understand where we're at as a society. Okay, thank you.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. That is the voice of a truly sane person right there. As you can see, this is the way of the future. Subscriptions, money, subscriptions. You'll never own anything. You will always pay someone to own something for a period of time until you stop paying that person or the corporation, and then you will cease to own it. That is the voice of a perfectly sane person. So, Claire, you are the voice of the people. You are the voice of reason, of course. You are perfectly sane in every way. You are definitely not a deranged lunatic individual. Definitely not. Okay. I've got Tony here. Tony from Caroline Springs. Tony, speak.
Yeah, hi. I just want to say that I'm a Carlton supporter, and I think that it's all well and good for us to beat Brisbane, but I know they're going to let me down, mate. I know they're going to let me down. I can't handle it. I can't handle being let down again by that club and that team. I've had enough. I know what's going to happen round one. We're going to lose to Richmond. It's just going to be all over again. I can't believe they didn't sack Voss last year. We're going to fall flat on our faces again. I can't take another year of this. I can't.
No.
I can't take another year.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Tony. Yeah, that was a tough one. Hearing a grown man cry about his own sports ball team was tough listen, but that's how much people care, I guess. Yeah. Well, you probably will fall flat on your face again, Tony. To be honest with you, mate. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for you, mate. I don't know how you guys are gonna go this year, but it's always good to see Carlton fall flat because it makes for funny content. All right, thanks guys. Thanks for joining us today. Yeah, a bit of an interesting one today. I didn't expect that many people to actually call me, and yeah. So thanks for joining us, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.